Hello everybody, my name is Chaos Duncan and welcome back to Pathologic. Now we have just finished up everything here. It is 11:30, we're going to walk back to the theatre as I explain the pains that I have gone through today whilst trying to record this video. You see, I had started to record this video beforehand and I had started to record it and I died. Not got knifed in the face, by the way. I died for no reason at midnight. Precisely. And I was wondering, what the fuck's up with that? I mean, I did everything. Like, I shouldn't die at midnight. I've done everything. So, I went and had a look. And I got an achievement which was called, It's Not Your Fault. And what that achievement entails is that it means that I had to not perform the Bachelor's Quest for day one. So, I don't know, what the fuck? I completed the Bachelor's Quest for day one. Then I realized my save had been like 3 hours earlier. So I played up till that point again. And figured it out. And I did everything I did. Except for talk to Georgi Kane after talking to Ruben. That was why I failed. That was what I had done. I had not talked to Georgi after talking to Ruben. And that failed the game. That took me to a fail state with a unique animation, which I will put a link to in the description. I'm sure somebody else has gotten to it. I'll try and find a link to it in the description. If not, then I will do that ending again and put it in separately somehow. I'm not sure. I don't know. Anyway, we are now at the theatre. It is 11:52, so it's 8 minutes away until midnight. So, this game has kind of boned me today. I haven't talked to Mark yet, so I need to go inside and do the opening conversation with Mark. Like this one here. So, I'm pretty sure I did this in the last video. So, I'm just going to do that now. In the 4 minutes I have before we get into the game proper again. So 3 minutes until midnight. This game has been very fun to play, to be honest, but like, well, fun. It's been very interesting to play. There we go. Midnight.
Efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theatre.
So I didn't die this time. And we're going to go and watch the performance.
Today, the killer was identified. Its nature turned out to be completely unexpected.
The enemy is found and named. It's called the Sand Pest. The contagious plague is threatening to ruin everything here.
How can a killer like this be punished? How can a villain like this be struck?
He can't. It's impossible. By pulling a knife on it, you'll just cut an innocent body.
I think I should go. Nothing to be done here anyway.
You should go. Go then. Wherever you please. Shoo.
Okay. Oh, never mind. Okay. Also, I only just realized this, but like, I'm not sure if I said it yet. But Daniil looks like Daniil looks like Richard Hamilton from Top Gear, and I'm not comfortable with that.
Even the wisest of men may be so indifferent in ordinary matters, but they are seldom so in their most serious affairs.
Oh, indeed. The three heads of the dragon are facing three different directions. The three powerful families, three clans overturned by the wind. This wind got in through the breach torn by Simon's death. How will they cope? Will they be able to come to an agreement? The masters do not know the answer to that question. Who does? Master 2, but the families are 3. I suspect the extra family is just that, an extra. It's superfluous. Someone will have to let go of their power before their fellow men remember a different art of letting. Letting it go to their head? Bloodletting. Fading into non-existence voluntarily is still better than perishing under the pressure put on you by your implacable foes. Wouldn't you agree? I wouldn't. No. More or less.
Changeling went to the dangerous and the suspicious as an envoy of death itself.
Lovely. I'm gonna go then. I'm gonna start heading back to Ava's place. Also, I just find it very fun that somehow a series that I've been doing on a game that involves a plague is now taking place at the same time that an actual plague seems to be breaking out across the world. So, I mean, props for that one. Let's see if we can do better in this game than we can in the current state of affairs that is going on in the world. Now, if I remember correctly, I've played a little bit after this. I was recording, but then it goofed itself. If I recall correctly, there should be a madman with a knife running down here anytime soon after a lovely young lady. Unless I am thoroughly mistaken, or too late. It seems I'm too late, but there is still a madman with a knife over here. I mean, it doesn't seem to be hurting anybody. Never mind! He's killed me, ladies and gentlemen. I am dead once again. God, I'm good at this game. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have returned from the town theatre, and we are going to walk once more. We've returned to this place. We're going to walk. Now, I may have cheated slightly here. You see, last time, it was 23 minutes past midnight when we walked through here. I picked up this save when it was 16 minutes past midnight. So this time, we do in fact see the man who has attacked this poor lady here. And we die again. Fuck everything to oblivion. Let's try this again, shall we? Jesus Christ. Trying to get through this is ridiculous. Okay. Hopefully we return. Come on, buddy. Okay, for some reason that took like an astoundingly long time to load properly. I'm not sure why. I'm sorry, I forgot to actually pause the video there. That's my fault more than it is anyone else's. Let's continue onwards and try and save a damsel in distress, shall we? Hopefully this time we can actually save her instead of getting knifed immediately. Hello? Ah, the mysterious knifey fellow is not here today. That's a shame. I'd gotten a fair bit of money out of the mysterious knifey fellow. I mean, it's not a shame. I mean, I'm glad that she's not, you know, getting murdered in the street. Or chased down by a knifey fellow, but like, I liked those 300 odd rubles that I got from him. Let's just go to bed and wake up tomorrow and see how we do. Let's do 6 hours of rest. Just a proper, good sleep. Okay, so exhaustion is down to 0. But we're not too happy as far as food goes. We need to go and find some food. Okay, so there's a new 3 letters. So, letter from a colleague in Thanatica. Daniil, I'm writing this in a hurry, so do forgive the uncustomary brevity. The powers that be are closing in on us. They have persecuted us before, as you know, but now they are set to utterly exterminate us. We may be able to persevere, but you, my friend, are in grave danger. It's almost as if your destination was chosen to be the place of your burial. You say there's some kind of disease in the town of a most lethal variety, perhaps the plague itself. I have little doubt that the powers that be have set up your whole journey. Tell man that vermin wants to get rid of you more than he wants to cease the outbreak. I wouldn't be surprised if it transpires that there are no medical personnel whatsoever in the town. They will use it as a pretext to delegate the whole mess of it to you. If this is the case, I urge you to keep out of trouble. Stay safe, Daniil. Wait for the sanitary teams. They'll arrive sooner or later. Take care, my friend. Even if they tell you to engage the plague by yourself, refuse. Even if your principals enjoin you to do otherwise. Our research is what matters the most, and we'll not be able to go on with it if you are dead. Yours, A. Bachelor. The body has been isolated as far as I know. Ruben conducts the examination of it. Nevertheless, keeping in mind your discovery, I would advise you to come and see me in the road first thing tomorrow morning. There's a matter of crucial importance we need to discuss. Alexander Sabarov. Okay. Letters from the powers that be. Oh no. This is Telman. Oh, fuck. By what seems to be a very lucky coincidence, you have found yourself in a town that is wrought by some very worrying occurrences. Reportedly, there's an outbreak of a dangerous disease in the vicinity. There's also an option that the outbreak is falsification staged deliberately for the purpose of concealing a murder. In consideration of your outstanding analytical ability, we delegate the investigation to you. As A said, there's an epidemic, it must be halted by any means necessary. By any means necessary. Anyway, you should collect as much information as you can, we suppose, and then make a decision in line with your own professional ethics and moral beliefs. In order to implement your strategy, an Inquisitor endowed with unrestricted authority will shortly arrive to join you. In the event that you are not able to control the outbreak before their arrival, all power over the situation will be reassigned to them. P.S. It has come to our attention that you have recently requested permission to continue with your own research. The decision of whether or not such permission will be granted depends on the results of your assignment. Your success, therefore, has a bearing on your scientific reputation and your further academic career. P.S. Well, regards, Professor Telman. Fuck you, buddy. Can I talk to Eva? Is there anything interesting to talk about?
My colors have faded.
Calm down, Eva. Is it true the thing you find out you don't have to come for me to just tell me if it's true? Is it there a hope that you're wrong? I've learned a lot of things in the last couple of days that I would never have considered to be true before. The sand dirt. Is it true? Has Simon died of the sand pest? My colleague Ruben suspects as much. Then we need to run away from here, Daniil, immediately. Even if we have to move exclusively by foot, we need to go now. We will die on the step, of course, but at least it won't be as excruciating. I can't, actually. I'm not going to leave. My university has told me not to leave. I can't leave, but I can help you leave. No, I won't leave this place without you, but we can't stay here. I'm not afraid of death, you know. Once jumped off a building site and only survived by a miracle. I don't want to die of this. Please let us all leave. You've only known me for a few hours. So what? What do you suggest? A freight train full of meat rather than more materials departs from the station every month. Women of the kin bid it farewell with sorrowful songs in the morning. That's the ritual. Curious. Living people are forbidden to get on that train. The only person allowed to become board is the deaf and dumb Odong driver. Only he can guide the train through the steppe. I came here without any additional rituals, and I'm planning to leave the place in the same fashion. But we haven't touched the bull meat train. It's an entirely different thing. Can we bargain with him? No, he's deaf and dumb. Moreover, he's not quite a man. His position is sacred to him. There's a way out, though. I think I know a man who can intimidate even a deaf and dumb Odong. Who is that? Andrei Stamatin, the architect. I think he's one of my people that I need to take care of. He's a very menacing and strong man. He speaks to me in a slightly condescending manner. You can speak to him on my behalf. He won't refuse, and I think even Andrei doesn't want to rot with the sand plague. Okay, I will relay your request to him. Well, no. Nobody should leave. We need to quarantine the town, but like... fuck, I don't know. Just... Look, I'll talk to him about it. Oh, it's the pub! Oh, my buddy at the pub from college. Okay, I've got you. I know who you mean now. Okay, I'm gonna go and find some food. Let's see if I can buy myself something to eat. It's currently 6:40 in the morning. It's a bit early, I know, but maybe we can find something to eat. The orange buildings are the shops, from memory. So I'll be back when I get to the shop. See ya! Okay, we've made our way to a shop that actually sells... No, we haven't made our way to a shop that sells actual food. So that's other task. Let's run. I think my other quest would be to go and talk to Alexander. Oh, Jesus! Oh, fuck! Why did people laugh there? Okay, that's 714 ruble things. And a razor. Okay, so day 2 has started. Quite a few people seem to not be doing too well in the village. But hopefully I can put that to a stop soon. But it definitely seems that people are getting infected. Again, it's another medicine store. I want food! Hopefully I can find my way to... hopefully I can find some food on my way to the road, but... On the rod, but like... This is very concerning if there's no food around. Or at least there's no food shops that I'm finding. But like, okay, maybe it's just me who has been unlucky. Perhaps there is food and I just haven't gotten to it. Like, oh, that one has a bull icon, so that one definitely has food. This one definitely has some food. So let's go and check if we can buy at least a little bit of something to eat. Okay, how much is it? 3,300 for fish! Milk 330. How the fuck? These prices have skyrocketed. It's going to take all my money to buy one dried fish or one potato. Well, vegetable. I mean, I'm going to do it. Because I am desperate at this point. But like, Jesus, that cost me so much money. God, I'm hungry. But, hopefully that will help reduce my hunger as I walk to the rod. Jesus. Okay, something has happened. There must be a reason why everything costs so much. Like, I need to go around. There must be a reason to this. They wouldn't just arbitrarily raise the price overnight of everything by like a factor of 10. There must be a reason. The game better not just be dicking with me on this. Okay, let's try and get to... Oh, lightning. Lovely. Let's try and get to the place. I wouldn't even have been able to afford food if I hadn't killed a guy. 2, technically. No, just the 1. I didn't go back and reload the save where I killed the dude in the first time. So if I hadn't killed a guy, I would not have been able to eat today. That is worrying. Also because the combat system is slightly garbage, and I only barely managed to kill him. Okay, let's try and talk to Saburov.
What?
Okay, so yesterday you told the Canes that we may possibly have to face an epidemic. I believe you, Bachelor. In all honesty, I'm one of the few people that do. The rest are astonishingly blind. Excellent. The most important thing I managed to do is that I managed to persuade you. We still have a few precious hours to stop the disease from spreading, just like Isidore Barak did a few years ago. We need to declare a state of emergency, but I can't do anything. My hands are tied. You're under the authority. What's barring you from declaring a state of emergency and being proactive? Your authority belongs to the triumvirate that is presided over by the patron, the head ruler. But now that Simon is dead and his place is vacant, Georgi, and Vlad are too afraid that the old balance might shift. Please tragic effects of reconfiguring the local power landscape. And If I declare a state of emergency at my own discretion, there'll be a feud, a civil strife. I need them to acknowledge me at least, to take further action. I need the Gimski's money and the Kane's standing. I need Big Vlad's cunning and Georgie's energy. I'm sorry, I just need to keep correcting myself there. I also need their servants to follow my orders. Okay, why won't they make concessions? It's glaringly obvious that every minute counts. Else the town will die. What are they going to rule then? It's their damned infantilism. One is a greedy child, one another is a whimsical one. They think that if they admit that there's an outbreak in town, it'll actually happen, but as long as they refuse to believe it, it simply doesn't exist. It's the megalomania or culling calculation. What can I do to convince them? Find proof, any proof, immediately. While Ruben tamers with the body, and he'll be busy with a long time since he's not a professional, the initiative will be lost. Help me, Dankovsky. Find factual proof. Show it to them, and they won't be able to deny the truth any longer. This is now my direct duty. I received a letter from the powers that be testifying to that extent. What steps are you planning to take? Wait, no. Well, several people I can trust. Perhaps they've already offered to help you too. Some of them sent word to me already. Furthermore, Anna, the current owner of the wills, the positive that she knows how to find irrefutable proof of the outbreak. She's a competent person to assist her. I'll go talk to her. Okay, so I just need to go a bit further south. And maybe I can hit up Stamatin on the way. That hunger bar is not going down. Maybe I should have gotten dried fish or something. I don't know, maybe I didn't eat the maybe I had to prepare the vegetables for them to have the full effect. I don't know. This place is barred. Oh, because there's the basement that's open. Oh, it's the bar! Oh, it's the bar! Okay. Probably sell some stuff in a second, but
All which is counterfeit displeases us with the very things which charm us in the original. Seems
Andre.
like Ruspex is planning to distill Twirin. Fast learner.
how do I make them do a reality check? Our damn rules will never come to an agreement. Just like the corners of a triangle, it will never come down together. It seems that now is the moment that they let go of any feuds, but their actions are understandable. It's hard to bow down to Katerina. She can neither dream nor soothsay. Why is it the moment? We maintain balance on our own. Our nature has nothing to do with it. So choices are what establishes the harmony that is essential for our survival. Excuse me. Now is the time for them to realize it. Now, when this balance has been disrupted by Simon's death. Katerina won't be able to rule like Nina or Victoria did. She has neither the power nor the talent. But Saburov doesn't understand that he's trying to take advantage of the situation. It's nice to talk to a smart guy. No, I think you've scared Saburov. However stupid, he's also honest. He'll demand power not because he has a lust for it, but because he needs it to fight the epidemic. The one that nobody, with all due respect, no one but him believes in. However, both Kane and Volgimsky, his actions are an excuse to snatch more power. So the public doesn't believe in the threat of an epidemic either. The public believes there's an invisible man-eater among them. Oh, of course they do. They'll have to face the truth soon enough. It's the way to make them believe the only reasonable man around here did the Saburovs have any weight. As the mistresses were dying, Katerina was throwing herself hither and thither, unable to choose a role. She tried to be Nina and she tried to be Victoria, but neither light nor darkness have worked out for her. She sucks at both. If you want to listen to the Saburovs after that, officially they have the strongest claim to become the sole leaders. Katerina's last mistress after all, but her abilities are dubious. She told you would die, didn't she? But unfortunately you're still alive. You can put two and two together on your own. We'll come back to this later. For now, I need to talk to you about another thing.
Fortune appears so blind to none as to those to whom she has done no good.
Eva wants to flee the town before it's too late. She said only you can make that happen. Flee? Why in the world? Have yesterday's murder scared her so much? Lone will day laying a finger on her. Kill her more dangerous than a step spirit is large. There'll be an epidemic, Andre. Ruben told me it's the sand pest. Does it ring any bells? What? Is that what Ruben said? Bullshit. 5 years ago it spread like fire in a dry forest. Barak managed to grab it by the tail back then. If it were the sand plague again, drama queens would have spread it out all over the place yesterday. Town would have been crammed full of dead men by today. How is it all managed to do that? He acted very resolutely. Barak locked it and boarded up every infected house. It was a miracle. The old man used to have brilliant intuition. Why do you ask? Because it's come to your town. So you and Reuben do mean that? No, that's impossible. If Simon died because of that, none of the case would still be alive by now. Reuben is mistaken. She thinks otherwise. Are you going to help her leave? On the other hand, Eva is somewhat right. Yeah, it's time to leave this place. Yesterday's orgy was disgusting. The fight for the throne is about to begin, and I don't want to see its consequences. We can't stay here any longer. Are you with us? So we're leaving. If my brother agrees, of course. I'm obviously not going anywhere without him. Fucking hell. Okay, I'll talk to him too. I need to go up there! Okay, so I'm gonna do loop then. So I'm gonna get out here. Stop by the Willows, which is here. And then I'm gonna loop around back to Peter Stamerton's pub. That's Andre Stamerton's pub. Could you not make her walk? No? Anna. Sorry, not Eva. Anna.
My hair is disheveled and coming out.
Anna Angel. So what do you think? Is it unstoppable? I've started taking pills. Tell me which one works better. I've come on Sabarov's behalf. Real proof is required for the rules to devote their powers to him and begin cooperating. And you know where to find it, don't you? Incidentally, are you aware that no one believes you? Seems like Sabarov the despot was the only significant person to have sided with you. He could have prevented the disaster, but now it's too late. And why the hell doesn't anyone believe me, I wonder? Well, so what do you know, Angel Doll? Oh, come on! Has anyone found a disease hotbed? Disturbing rumors were heard from different districts all night, mostly inconsequential, and mostly driven by everyone's fear of the man-eater and the mob's crazed vigilantism. It's all rubbish, but I found several reports disconcerting. Which ones? They were brought to me by my second-hand dealers. I've started saving up medicine, you know. Never mind. Everyone's noticed an unusual silence and occasional strange animal behavior. Especially that of dogs. There were packs of rats, too. Hunchback said that such things are often left unnoticed by the public. Okay. So that's... It does resemble the first signs of an outbreak, but silence could have been caused by fear. Dogs always get anxious when people do. As for rats, there's a slaughterhouse nearby, isn't there? There are other signs, too. Frightening scribblings and reports of oily spots on walls here and there. Raspy breathing that could only belong to giant logs that could be heard by the silent houses. They say the Shabnak, the embodiment of disease, is breathing poisonous air, leaving a fat on the walls as she walks by. Okay, show me where they are. Children know which houses are infected. There were 3 of them, 4 tops. You know what? Talk to Capella, the young Olgimskaya. Children are adored to her like moths to a flame. They tend to hang out everywhere and report everything to her. She's at the lump now, and I tell her I will share my pills with the children. Okay, I will go there. You stay here and don't go anywhere. So that's there. So I'm going to... Peter Stamerton's studio. What I'm going to do is I'm going to loop around, try and hit Capella at the lump, then probably make a loop around and get to Peter. It's fun trying to plan out these routes. This might take a while to walk there though, so I'll see you in a bit. Skidoo! Okay, we're back at the lump. Let's go and talk to Capella.
It's hard for us to believe in things that lie outside of our scope.
Look at all of this. If only my dear one was alive, she'd take the reins of power in her hands. Even father would listen to her. But who is to take care of us now? Not Katerina, that's for sure. The mistress is too exhausted. Katerina's supposed to take care of you? Katerina is scared like a child herself, and I also think she's being tricked. Yes, her prophecies come true just like it's always been, but they are becoming more and more noisy. Every word she utters comes across as a metaphor. Can she really predict it? The future, I mean? She sees the vague features and she always speaks the truth, just as a true mistress ought to. I see.
It's the same power that my dear mother used to glimmer with.
Bachelor Dankovsky, the founder of Thanatica. An unexpected visit. Victoria, I need your help. But of course, how can I help you? Have you by chance heard anything unusual going on in town? From the children, maybe? You must be aware that I'm looking for Isidore's murderer. I was actually going to share this with you. Little kids come to me in flocks from throughout the town. They're all scared. The youngest are afraid of the Shabnak. The older ones tell me that there's something wrong with certain houses. And who knows what's inside. I can see that you're quite a smart young lady. Which houses are those? Children are lovely reporters. They remember all that's crucial to them in great detail and leave out everything else completely. As for this case, my friends have noticed a staggering amount of details. And yet they've forgotten to tell me the most important part, so I can only give you a rough direction. As if it could ever be simple. What details have they noticed? What do you expect the least? The silence, the morning chorus from below the ground, lamentations from behind the windows, dogs banding together in packs and eating soil, the unusual smell in the air as if a stinking cloth was burned. A friend or a friend's friend hasn't come to an appointment. Okay, I getcha. How am I supposed to look for the silent houses? It's in Earth, the troubled southern parts of town. You can use a guide down there. Find a boy named Sticky. He'll show you the houses that have fallen silent. He'll also tell you what is where so you don't get confused. Thanks. One more thing. Lara was looking for you. She needs your help with something. Everyone does. I'll go to her if I have time. So Sticky is up there. Okay, so that's actually pretty conveniently on my path. So I'm going to head up to Peter, then Sticky, see if I can resolve this, and then I'll go and see what Lara wants as soon as I can. So we're going to go and skidoo again, aren't we? It's going to be a fun time. 3, 2, 1, skidoo! Okay, so I think we made it to Peter Stammerton's studio just about. Yep, that's this place here, I think. So we're going to go inside and talk to Peter. Climb up the stairs. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is that? That is... That's uncomfortable. Hi, buddy.
How respects, old boy? He's a hero. Killjoy and Worms, the Tweer Gatherers, mark my word.
I see the reflections of my epiphanies in your eyes. Who are you, my long-awaited guest? I'm Daniil Dankovsky. You're a good person to drink with and talk to. You'll make no mistake by calling me Peter. You can call me Andre, too, just for the sake of diversity, and it won't be wrong either. How do you mean? Question time later. Let's drink some Twyrine to our acquaintance. And don't you dare insult me by refusing. There's a retort in one of the cupboards, I think. I think they didn't smash it yesterday. I was so pissed. Thank you. I'll drink to your wit.
Truth is foundation, and the reason of the perfection of beauty, old boy.
I can't shrug away the feeling that someone is scratching the windowsill. Everyone's after a female figure. What is this? There's vestiges of matriarchy? The snake mother, the abyss, yada yada? Actually, an unusual being girl's been walking around our town lately. Did you know they say she can work miracles with her bare hands? If I happen to meet her, I'll test her miraculous capabilities. She could probably ease my headache, right? One more paranormalist. The concentrations of anomalies on such a small piece of land is beyond my comprehension. She heals the sick and incapacitated. Perhaps she's a healer, perhaps she's a saint, perhaps she's a fraud. I like to believe she's a saint. The world around us is rather low on miracles. Things like this happen, but science is unable to explain them.
It's essential to allow yourself no time to think. That's how you get to heaven.
Your brother suggests we escape the place. Escape this place is he out of his mind? Look, a plague is about to break out here. It's the Sam Plague, to be precise. There's no medical records of it. However, you seem to have had the pleasure of witnessing it in action. I don't care. My body is so full of Twyrine that no disease will even be able to even approach. Let alone touch me. We're same with my brother Andre, unless he gets it from his wenches. No, I'm not leaving this place. Why, though? Can't you see what I've managed to build here? Where else would I be allowed to continue... Well, allowed to do something like this? Everything that I've ever called my purpose has been brought to life in this town. For now, I have no reason to leave it. I haven't finished my observations yet. I'm this close to figuring it out. Oh, for fuck's sake. Peter, come on. Fuck's sake. Okay, so, right, let's, well, what are you talking about? You don't understand you never built anything. You're wrong. I built Thanatica and created the groundbreaking theory of human mortality. In that case, forgive me, but it's puzzling you don't understand me. You're prepared to risk your life for your life work, aren't you? Of course. Of course.
What if he can mix herbs?
Look, I have to go. I'm sorry. I did a goof. Okay. I think the only way I can really convince him to leave now is if I go back to Andre and I tell him that Peter doesn't want to leave. But look, I'll try and... I think what's probably the best idea for me to do is to just go talk to Sticky and see if I can try and get him to take me to the place so I can get the information I need, so I can go to Alexander and I can get martial law in place. So honestly, at this point, that's the only option I currently have. That I'm probably, if Eva Yan wants my help, I'll probably be able to help her better when there's I've given emergency powers to Sabarov. Okay, this place is not nice. Sticky. Sticky, you here? Hey there, Sticky.
Chin wagging.
Sure. Want to see something fun? Sure. Look around. Some houses are always open for you. Others are open for everyone only under special circumstances. If a person does when there's a wedding to be or something. Others are still only open to those who find a creep hole in. And, well, I collect places like that. I made a map 2 years ago now. There's so many marks on it, there's no room for houses. I hid in a house for about 2 hours once. The owners were there, but they didn't notice me. Huh, interesting.
Something's on. I feel makes my
Will you
hair
teach me to
stand
tell a
on end.
person's expected lifespan by their pupils? They say you've seen a silent house, Sticky. I've seen it alright, shouldn't have done that. Hey, can you check me? You know what you doctors do just in case, although they say if you get sick you can feel it straight away. Feels as if someone was boring hot tar straight into you. Yeah. No fever, you're fine. So you sneaked into infected houses? Which ones? One's really close by, just across the yard. It's one freaky place, alright, all hot and spew with bloody fat. Ugh. They say bloody mold was crawling up the walls during the first outbreak too, like a scab. What? I know what I'm talking about. That thing's carrying the disease. That's why it's so creepy. What if it crawls further and nobody cares? The guys tried to tell them, if you see blood leaking from under a door, that's where Amara, a Shabnak I mean, has had a feast, but nobody believes them. It's better late than never than late or something. Okay, I'll go and check. Thank you. So that's... Okay, I can find my way to the house. Joy. So if it's just across the yard... Let's try and go this way and see if we can find it. Wait. This is the place? Wait. That's an important place. I remember being here. I remember a certain Isidore Barak being killed here, wasn't he? This is Isidore's house. Okay, I'm gonna save the game. Oh, let's go in, I suppose. Hello? Who is this? Is that a person? Will you help me? What's wrong with you? Can't you see me? So hot, it hurts. My head is about to burst. Blood curdling in my veins. I'd scream, but I don't want the children to hear. There are no children here. I keep hearing children's voices. The girl is crying, the boy is laughing. Mustn't scare them. Don't tell them and don't let them in here. You're delirious. There's no one here. Don't come close. We're dying already. I told my sisters not to go outside, so they're shambling around the house. What do I do? Who's shambling a house and why? Just don't kill us. Don't kill them if they ask you for help. The man is clouded with pain. They can't even find each other. They're the only praying. Don't come close to them and step away from me too. Make them stop following me then. Why are they constantly in hell? They're supposed to be lying down. Take the key. You'll be able to lose the door if we lose consciousness. Hold on. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm okay. I'm not infected. I'm not anything. Okay. Fuck. So, I should probably go back to Sabarov. That's not good. I need to present Sabarov with the key. That's bad. That's very bad. Okay, so there is definitely the plague. Or at least this sand plague thing, or whatever the fuck. So it's definitely a thing. And it's definitely happening, and it's definitely right now. Right, that's a spot I can't really get through. Here's a spot I can get through. And then get back to the rod. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, thankfully, so I've got a lot of time to do other things, too. Just to be honest, was the best thing that could have happened. Alexander!
What?
Okay, you're listening. Look, I've found proof. Here's the key to a house where several people are dying in agony, waiting for anyone willing to examine them. Is that enough? I've received a report of your spectacular success. News of your deed precedes you. Now I want you to personally convey our opinion on what you've witnessed to Kanan Orgimsky, then you can consider your mission complete. Okay, sure, let's go. Okay, and while I'm going there, I'm going to talk to Stamatin. Because that is on the way to Vlad. Then from Vlad, I'll probably loop to the Crucible. And then from the Crucible, I'll loop up to the shelter. Okay, this is going to take a while of walking, so boop! Okay, we're back. We've managed to make it to Andrei Stamatin's bar. Let's talk to him.
Why are you standing there like a dummy?
Peter doesn't believe me either. What's wrong with you people? And rightly so. Take a look around. You should have seen what that crude sprawl looked like during the outbreak. The houses that Barak had locked up were literally in agony. Their walls swollen with boils. Their windows covered in scarlet mold. There were blisters everywhere. Okay. Yeah, I know. Fuck. Has Barakwood locked up with literally in agony? Yeah, that's how it was. Got it. No, I'm not being metaphorical. There's the facts. There are moanings and howling all over the earth. Moaning louder than the morning siren at the works. What tormented was screaming so loudly glass would break in the windows, and it all happened over the course of several hours. That's what the sand pest is, so not you bullshit off. Okay, what can we persuade him? Convincing discovery supporting your theory could help. That outbreak has left a dreary impression on Peter. He's been laying into Twirene since then, but there's no sand plague in town, so poor you. Tell Ava that the plan fell through because of Peter. Perhaps that will comfort her. I'll look for this discovery. I technically already have it.
Laura and her company are buying up all food.
I already have the thing. But, like, okay, whatever. I'll try and... I think that... if I manage to do everything and, like, get the Sabarovs in power to declare martial law, I think that should be enough to allow me to actually get them to leave. Look, it's what I got. Okay. Right, next stop is Vlad. I've got on my itinerary and I'm running around trying to complete it. And I need to eat. I really, really need to eat. I have nothing that allows me to eat, but I need to eat. Maybe if I go to Lara's I can eat faster, I don't know. Okay, so that's entrance number 1. This is entrance number 2. This should take me to Vlad. Fuck. Okay, that's... there he is. Egg boy.
Fortune turns all things to the advantage of those on whom she smiles.
See what you've done, Doctor? You won't be able to leave this place now. The town's blocked off. I've transferred my powers over to Zabarov. He didn't hesitate to express his gratitude by assigning me the position of an intendant. Now I'm charging of equipping and maintaining infirmaries. I'm not planning to leave. Pity, I wanted to ask a favour of you in return, but I'll do that later. I want you to get to know your new allies better, the Kanes and the Sabarovs, otherwise it'll be less dramatic. We'll have an opportunity to come to an agreement. So. Oh, I should probably stop by Ava's now that I know that he's not coming. Yeah, probably for the best. I'm gonna try and talk to this girl, see if I can find any food. No, you have bullets! Why do you have bullets? Fuck it, I'll take a bullet, but like, I'm not happy about it. I did get the bullet, right? Yes, I did get the bullet. Okay. I'll be back in a bit once I get to Ava's. Okay, we're back at the still water. We're going to talk to Ava.
I've seen the angel of death by the window.
My heart is beating so heavily, it's about to jump out. Andre's agreed, but he won't leave without Peter, and Peter doesn't want to go anywhere. I'll try to persuade her, but I don't think I'll succeed. Maria would do much better. Do you think maybe she may agree to help? Okay, I'll ask. Fuck it, honestly, at this point. So I'll ask Maria while I'm here, and I'll ask Georgi. I'll talk to Georgi while I'm here. So hopefully I can kill two birds with one fucking stone. It's 10 o'clock. So we're doing pretty well. We're just hungry as hell. And I have no idea where to get food. Let's just keep going, I suppose. Not much else can truly be done. Georgi, you're first off the rank. I feel guilty for
replace Simon. There's no one. The brain was removed from its head, the heart from its chest.
Feel guilty for having misled you, dear bachelor. Forgive this, old man. I thought your ignorance of local affairs would mystically skew the circumstances in your favour. Forgive me if I was wrong. There's no unexpected news to be heard, is there? No. The disease is spreading around the town already. It's necessary that we urgently appoint mid-level executives, get all the doctors and hospital attendants. Let Sabarov take care of that. After that, he was on to demand emergency powers from us, which we granted. I've already sent all my men to assist him, as well as an appreciable amount of money to further his administrative activities. We don't have any doctors or hospital attendants. The only man I know that knows something about medicine is currently examining my brother's body. It's strange there's been no news about it from him so far. We need someone to send someone after him. What about you? What are you going to do? We'll fight until the very end. I'll personally persecute those who dare to screw up this disease, some kind of preordained divine retribution. I'll attack anyone who said Simon got what he deserved. Finally, we'll not allow anyone to say that what Simon has built by ceaseless labour is subject to inevitable destruction. I can only wish you luck, Georgi. So that's done. I can go back to Alexander now. Which is good. But first I need to talk to Maria. We're actually doing really surprisingly well. Like, this day is going by quite well. We're doing a lot of things all at once. I'm glad we're making this much progress so far. Let's talk to Maria. As much as I don't particularly want to.
What?
You're giving me a stony stare. Is there something wrong? Are you disappointed? Look, talk to me. Do you have any influence on Peter Stamerton? He's a greater influence than me. Why do you ask? I want to persuade the brothers Stamerton to leave the capital, but Peter doesn't want to. How do I convince him? Oh, you want to take the Stamertons away from here, and you're asking me to help? You're obviously out of your mind. Who do you think I am? Oh, you see, you're laughing at... I see, you're laughing at me. But I'm too anxious now to smile at a good joke. What? Fuck. Wait. What's wrong with them leaving? Don't even think about it. If they try to leave secretly, well, they'll regret it. Andrea will be the first to. Great architects who once chose this town as their creative laboratory will not leave it at a time like this. Tell them both that if they do not wish to drink the cup of Nina Kaina's daughter's wrath, they'll sit quietly at home. Both of them. Whoa. Have I fucked up? I fucked up. Maybe I can reload the game a bit further back and try and not tell her that's what they want to do. Let's try this again, shall we? Let's try this again, shall we? Because that's bad. Okay, I'll be back once I've done that all again. And we're back. Let's try this again.
The increase of our temper is even more whimsical.
Okay, that's just a no.
Did you see any?
Why do you ask? Why? Your questions are very indiscreet. You've known me for only one day, and Daniel. I've known you for a little longer. Your curiosity will be sated in a little while. Allow me to torture you with obscurity now. On the other hand, it's very simple. He's a genius. Really, he must be constantly exposed to vicious hatred. Why? His way of thinking is provocation enough. What else do people hate each other for? People never hate geniuses more passionately than they crave them. Some would kill Peter. The rest are probably quietly suffering, seeing him swip his talent in Twire vodka. And who would, say, want to kill Peter? You know Saburov hates Peter. He wants to get him back at him for something. I must protect him. If only Saburov sees the power he's so hopelessly trying to attain, Peter will be first to stab at the bone stake. Curious. You know, this gave me an interesting idea, because the last thing I want is for him to die. Okay, I managed to zen my way through that conversation finally. Okay, the next person we gotta talk to on the way back is Lara Ravel! God, this is taking a while, but I'm glad we're doing all this in one episode, which is honestly pretty great. I mean, the amount of time that I spent before this episode trying to get everything to work was like 10-15 minutes. So, like, I'm glad that we're just getting through this bit now. Well, probably longer than that. But still, I'm glad we're getting through all the stuff that we have to do for this second day now. It's actually quite a bit shorter than the first day I'm finding. But okay, now I know a reason why Peter Stamerton should come with me. I can convince him. That's another Bull Project shop. Oh, we're right next to the house. We may as well make the full walk there. We can probably do pretty well in this last bit here. And get this last side quest, which seems to be the last one for today, I think. Possibly, hopefully, I don't know. Let's see. Let's talk to Lara Ravel. Hiya.
Ruspex was offered 100,000 for his inheritance. He refused.
There's panic everywhere, right? The prices are rising by the hour, not to mention that we haven't received any provisions for several months. Shops are empty, the people are eager to buy anything at exorbitant prices. Everyone's trying to prepare themselves for the epidemic. I can't believe my ears! Someone's admitted I'm right! Need to buy emergency rations, a lot of them. It'll be challenged even today, but if we had tomorrow, it would become safely unfeasible. What do you need? You need a lot, and you want at least 12 to be able to survive for a month in a house that become a shelter, with minimal expense, of course. My friends and those who help me set up the place will be accepted in. What do you do to make that happen? Collected all the money I could. I sent the couriers on a shopping mission, trying to find the best prices, and I collect the most important donations. From the Kanes, the Olgimskis. Yuli agreed to make a donation too. I'm going to see them now, then I'll join this crazy shop rush. You're not going anywhere. It's a general rule, Lara. Those who stay and survive. Those who go around shopping die. Get it? I do. But I'm used to doing everything myself. I don't really have a choice right now. I will make the purchase. There's a lot of walking to do anyway. Tell me what you need. I need to collect Vlad the Younger's, Yulia's, and Maria Kana's donations. Tell them you're acting on my behalf. And you'll find me the best prices and buy as much bread, smoked meat, and fish as possible. And the products that go back quickly. You'll need to take it all to the House of Living. I'll show you where it is. Lovely name for the shelter. Thank you, and forgive me for bringing you with such time-consuming and mundane errands. But one day a lot of people will be very thankful for that we've managed to take care of the vital issues beforehand. I know. Do I have the money? No, I need to go and pick it up. Okay, so where are the people I need to get the money from? Young Olgimsky, Maria, Yulia. I can go to Yulia now, and I think I might end the video there, because this is starting to get quite long. But I'll go to Yulia, then I'll go to Alexander, and hopefully that will complete the quest to give him emergency powers. So we can hopefully manage to make our way through this. So, this is Yulia's house. Let's go inside and talk to her. I'm very hungry. Let's talk to her and pick up the donation. Hello, Yulia.
My arms are flaccid, as if made of cotton wool.
What's going on in town? I wish I could go out and see for myself. I've come on Lara Ravel's request. She did say that she needed to buy some provisions, stock up on drinking water and whatnot. Some couriers have offered their services to me already, but there was a profiteering peddler who visited yesterday. Mind boggles just to think that all this hullabaloo was caused by the death of a single man. There's an epidemic hazard. The disease we're about to face is likely to be more terrible than plague, Yulia. One man's death has nothing to do with it. You amaze me, Bachelor. Do you not make fun of the Shabnak rumours yesterday? Mind you, there was some factual basis for all the hearsay. A lot of people don't have the faintest idea for what kinds of life might be found deep in the steppe. I don't even know what kind of people live there, what kind of food they eat, what kind of effigies they make out of clay. Neither do you, to be fair. Still, you don't hesitate a moment to accept a rumour of an epidemic as a veritable truth. Is the concept of disease that much more familiar to you than that of a man-eating abomination made of clay? Well, do you trust Ruben's opinion? Like, if it's simply because my hoop and screw on right. Do you trust Ruben? What exactly does Ruben say? Did he release any results of his research yet? With all due respect, that's none of your concern. Let us get back to the more pressing matters there. Here, take the money. I'm not too eager to give everything I have to alleviate the outbreak, because I've yet to see any proof that the outbreak is real, but I'm well aware of the reality of Lara's drastic circumstances. I'll embrace the opportunity, however slim. Hopefully at least part of the money we'll use to shelter... we'll use it for purposes other than the shelter that she has conceived of. Thank you, Yulia. That is 3,000 money. And since we have the last couple of minutes, heck, let's go and talk to Alexander quickly. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, yeet! Okay, Alexander, talk to me, buddy. Okay, he's received express messages from Kane and Olgimsky. No one will dare interfere with my choices now. We're declaring quarantine. We're creating an anti-epidemic operational headquarters. I plan to assign ourselves to be its superiors. Supervisors. Myself because it's my duty, you because that would be fair. Let's fight it shoulder to shoulder. Do you agree? It's my direct duty now as well. From now on, infected districts will be blocked off. No one will leave town until the situation is resolved. You will be allowed access to any and all areas of town, of course. Neither Kane or Olgimsky will have... Sorry. Any right to stop you. You'll deprive the population with clear instructions. Be careful about it. It's not my place to mentor you. How do you plan to block off the districts? I'll recruit volunteers. We'll pick trustworthy ones. People of good standing, family, women with good reputations. I'll grant them with the right of strange authority. They'll thwart any violence and looting. They'll stop any attempts to use arms. Tell them of my special status, Governor. Do what you think is apt. I only ask 2 things of you. First of all, take good care of yourself. Drink, eat, sleep, be careful. Very many will take advantage of the situation to either settle all accounts or fulfill their hidden agendas. Secondly, spare those lives that can be spared. Thank you for the advice, although I must admit it's rather useless given the situation.
Now or never. We need a decisive move.
The prices are rising with every passing minute. People are panicking. Isn't this enough Will the rules declare a state of emergency? Oh, never mind then. Never mind. Oh, he gave me a gun! Okay then. I got a gun from him. Anyway, that is where I'm going to cut this video off, I think. Holy shit! So much has happened in the last hour, but thank you all so much for watching. This is shaping up to be really quite a something. And I'll be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell, do all the YouTube things. You know how to be. Please comment and tell me whether you prefer this 1 hour format instead of the half-hour format I've been doing. And I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye.